Alright guys, welcome back to another video. This video is actually a little different from what I normally do. Since I help out with JP videos and Revenge of the Apocalypse on the paranormal investigations, we came up with this idea of, since you guys don't get to see the behind the scenes of setting up and the equipment and what it's used for and how it's used and all that stuff, we decided that I can do that on my channel, so that way you can see it on my channel going into, you know, pre the actual investigation, since it's going to be live streamed on JP's channel tonight. So obviously this will be after the live stream, so you won't see it until, you know, I can get around to editing it and putting it on probably a year from now. So with me right now is, we are still waiting for Jay to get here, but with me right now is Alan from Revenge of the Apocalypse. So
there you go.
So here's Alan. Say hi.
Hey guys.
Blind the crap out of him. So here's his case of goodies. I'm gonna put you on wide angle since you can't see it. Go.
Okay, so inside here is all the other stuff, you know, used for the edited version. But anyway,
check out the keychain. Is that Casper?
it's from ghoststop.com. Yeah, kind of like a little Casper.
Nice.
But so not sure what we're going to use tonight, but the cool thing is we're actually visiting a location that's included in this book. So I have this book with me because we're going to reveal it on the live stream, which you guys again would have already seen, but we're going to try to do as many locations out of this book as possible. Right now I want to actually set up my main rig for this location. We don't really know like what kind of positioning we can do with anything, so I don't know if I can actually like leave the doll anywhere, this, that, or the other. So this is probably going to be primarily just handheld for me. But anyway, inside of here, these are the infrared lights. This is a very powerful microphone, which will have a purpose that you guys will see in a minute. And this here is my new K2 meter, which actually detects temperature changes, pressure and humidity. It also has a vibration down here, so if there's any vibrations in like the ground or anything like that, it'll set off. And then it has the K2 meter right here. But unlike the standard one, which would light up the different colors, this one only lights up a blue color all the way across and then has a color-coded marker on it. But this here will actually display to you how close it is to going to the next stage. So if you're trying to actually track the ghost and figure out which direction you need to go in, this will actually guide you, kind of like a metal detector, so that way you can actually get closer to where the entity's location is. New speaker. This is actually going to hook to the microphone, and what's going to be going in the input is this diode. So the idea with this is that obviously if you touch this while it's plugged in, you will hear, you know, a noise,
a sound,
kind of like a zappy sound from touching this, but you won't hear any ambient noise. There will be no talking, no nothing. The only thing that this will actually pick up is a paranormal voice, like supposedly. Vibration. So instead of using the spirit box, which is crackly and noisy and obnoxious, this we can actually have here, plugged into here, then plugged into the speaker, and on the entire time. It'll not make any noise, but if during any of the investigation, if we hear something talk, then we'll get it live. And this also has an SD card in it, so if we're talking and we hear it and then, you know, we don't know what it said, and the, you know, me editing, I can't really hear it because of us, you know, blabbing, then I can actually just take the file directly off of that and isolate the exact speech, because it won't pick up any of our voices. So that's something that we're definitely going to try tonight, and I think is going to be insanely cool. But anyway, so for setting up my rig, we've got the Sony, got the metal holder here, handheld tripod. Set this down right here for right now. Put this back, and I'm going to equip a mic, which I'll end up putting over here. And like this is literally just prepping one camera. It's like a lot more involved when you're prepping all of them. 9 volts, if I can find one. Okay, so we've got a 9 volt, which is what powers these here. And just like that. We only need one. Oh, I put that on now. Yeah, I did. See that? I'm showing you guys how to do stuff, and I did it backwards. But that's on.
I can turn the light off so we can see what it looks like.
Yeah, so that's off, and then on, if you can see.
Oh yeah.
Inside,
bright.
You can see where it's red.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like an invisible light, but that will end up just putting, oops, turned it back on, right off to the side over here, just like that. So for tonight's video, this is my setup. This is how I'm actually going to be filming, and then we will be placing down the K2 and the microphone. Probably won't use the doll tonight. I don't think I'm going to use the doll tonight. So the location we're at, the theory is that there's a woman in a white dress that walks around the canal. So I don't think that the doll is going to attract anything. This is like one ghost we're talking about, and it's not a kid, and this is an older spirit, so this is probably going to be irrelevant to it. So I don't see the need for that. Plus, this is actually the first time we're going to be out in the open doing an investigation, because there is houses down the whole canal. So, you know, that's going to play a factor that we're not used to completely. So,
yeah, already I hear kids yelling in the distance.
Yeah, so it's pretty much going to be like kind of like Concrete City, where there's going to be things getting in the way, but it's not going to be gunshots, ATVs, and a big fire. You know, unless that's what happens, which would suck.
Let's hope not.
But okay, so while we wait for Jay, I'm going to leave everything in here, and let's go ahead and check out the actual location.
Okay, we'll catch up with you when we get over there.
Okay, so right over here is actually one of, I guess it's called a lock.
Yeah, canal lock.
Yeah, so this is a canal lock, and supposedly all throughout this vicinity of the canal is where the entity is supposed to be roaming. So this is going to be one of the locations, but again, if you want to hit your light off, you guys can see that there is houses, like, literally
surrounding us.
Yeah. There's a cool house behind him too, though.
Yes. Lots of inflatables.
I like my house.
But cooler.
Yeah, I think that's a big one.
And somebody running around the front yard. In a cape. Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, it was a girl who had a thing for a little boy. The boy would come down and fish all the time, and she would try to come down and see him. And then I guess one day she saw him and she fell in and she drowned.
Ah.
So like she never left.
Okay.
Type thing. But that's what I read up on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's different stories. You can Google it and it'll tell you too. It'll show you. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I've heard about it.
Have you ever seen? You never
seen it.
Okay.
Because I came out here plenty of times.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you know, I'm looking around and
mm-hmm.
like, yeah, I didn't see nothing.
Okay.
But she's here.
You ever feel anything? Or?
Yeah. I fish here a lot, and there's times where like you feel like you get that awkward feeling that someone's watching you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Well, he's really good at feeling stuff like that. Me myself, I don't, but he's pretty good at feeling.
Nice.
So what's the vicinity supposed to be from, I guess, from here to...
I guess it's from lock to lock.
Okay.
Where's the next lock?
There's another lock down at the end here.
Okay.
You walk down and you walk across a bridge, and then you walk down maybe like a quarter of a mile, and it's right
Oh,
there.
so it's
too.
that far.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty steep, but
Okay.
it's a nice walk,
Okay.
real nice walk.
Cool.
I walk this at night too, like get my steps in. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually we try to avoid places where there's like high visibility. You don't think anybody's going to have any issue or be curious what we're doing?
No, not at all.
That's why I figured I'd at least let you know, because I'm like, all right, well, as long as somebody knows what we're doing, so anybody's like, you know.
Oh yeah. How you doing?
All right, cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
So that was the gentleman that owns the awesome display here. So we'll thank him for the information and this awesome display. All right, so a little update. Jay is finally here. I'm going crappy on the light with you here because we're taking a walk to check things out for the stream, and we still got to do his equipment, go through his equipment and show you what he has and how he uses it and setting up and everything like that. So stay tuned, we'll be right back with you. All right, so we caught back up with you. Now we got JP getting his equipment ready and getting ready to set up. So as he brings it out, he'll explain what he's doing with it, what it's used for, how it works, everything like that.
Okay, so for camera gear, got a couple things here. Obviously, got the tripod, that's a necessity. I'm utilizing the smartphone camera rig for two reasons. Number one, this mounts to the tripod, holds the phone. It's going to hold this light on top of here, and then my wireless microphone receiver is going to go right here. So it's kind of a 3-in-1, which is going to help with not having to find places to put these things. This is my Comica wireless microphone set, and aside from that, I have basic paranormal gear. Got the K2 meter, which is probably your must-have go-to item. Lights up from green to red and reads electromagnetic frequencies, which is reported that spirits or paranormal activity does put out. It's a very simple mag flashlight. It just twists to go on, and the way this works is you set it just so it's barely off, and then if something was to touch it, it'll turn on its own. And it's worked before. It's not manipulated. We don't have any kind of remote control. It's just a Walmart mini mag light. Do have our temperature gun, which you can see the ambient temperature right now is 60.5 degrees. So it's going to help pick up any cold or temperature changes, cold spots, warm spots. And the last one is a UV light, which helps illuminate, you know, any type of activity or items that we put in front of it. It lights it up kind of nice and bright here, you can see.
Yep.
So as far as paranormal gear, that's what I have. Alan has the rest of it. This is pretty much almost like a starter kit, and that's what I've been using for as long as I've been into the paranormal activity. But pretty much you could just go with this and start with this. It's about a...
It's pretty effective.
Yeah, effective. It can't be manipulated except for like a smartphone.
Mm-hmm.
If you put your phone too close to it, it sometimes will... Let me turn it on. So yeah, you can see if your phone goes sometimes near it, depending on if it's searching for a signal or there's activity on your phone, it does set it off. So you got to keep like at least a 3-foot distance. Otherwise, if you set it here and let it go, nothing touches it, and it lights up on its own, that's something that can't be explained, and you have to consider something paranormal is around it.
Right.
Now the reason we're using the wireless microphone kit this time is because when I move around, the microphone will be on me at all times. You guys will be able to hear what I am saying regardless of how far away I am from the camera. Last time we used my lavalier microphone, which works good as long as you're close to it, but when you travel any distance away, it's hard to hear. So this is going to make that much easier. We get that mounted there. The light's going to go here. This is going to go on me. And then we'll be good to go.
All right. Cool. Thank you for that little tutorial, I guess you want to call it.
Yeah.
So we'll go over and check with Alan, see how he's making out with setting up, and then probably end it for me on that end of it. Obviously this will be after the actual live stream, which, you know, if we're here now, that'll be tonight, but so this will come out, hopefully I'll try to get it within a week or two, you know, within the week, so it's not too long, so you're not waiting a year like normal. Yeah, let's go see what Alan's got going on. Alright, so real quick, show you, this is what Alan has going on, set up already. He's already got the spirit box set up, and then over here he's got another camera set up with the K2 meter. So you'll get to see anything, if anything happens with those, you get to see those in his video. So I will be sure, excuse me. So I will be sure to add the links to both Jay's channel and Alan's channels for the live stream if you didn't happen to catch it tonight. And then also Alan's recorded video as well. Also, I wanted to take a moment to give a shout out to, she's been waiting for this, Stephanie. Sorry, that light's bright. The shirt that you so graciously sent me through Alan, I am wearing it tonight. So there you go. It's very comfortable. I love it. Thank you very much. That's gonna wrap this video up. So hopefully you enjoyed that behind the scenes look of how we set up and everything, and what goes into doing these live paranormal investigations and recorded videos. So if you did like the video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell to all, and also check out the links for both of their channels in the description below. And if you're not already subscribed to them, make sure you give their videos a thumbs up, and subscribe to them as well, and ring the notification bell to all for them as well, for notifications for, so you can be updated on notifications on new video uploads. So again, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. So here's a little bonus footage for you guys. At least it was a short one. Geese are flying over now. Flashlight,